Hey guys, so today we've got another Mopar news video for April 2022. Things have been pretty quiet for a while, but yesterday Stellantis revealed some new details at the New York International Auto Show. We've got another version of the Chrysler Airflow, some news about the 3-liter Hurricane Inline-Six cylinder plug-in hybrid electric engine, the debut of the new Hurricane engines, and some news about the Jeep Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer L. So let's get right into it. Earlier this morning on April 13th, Chrysler had a press conference led by the CEO Christine Fuel. She spoke about how Chrysler was quiet for so long, and they want to get back to creating innovation and award-winning products. Chrysler created the minivan segment, they have the first and only plug-in hybrid minivan with the Pacifica now, and now this will mark the start of their electrification journey. In 2025, they want to launch their first battery electric vehicle, which will be similar to this Airflow, and they want to have a full EV portfolio by 2028. So that all begins with the Chrysler Airflow. Back in January 2022, Chrysler did release their new Airflow concept at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and you can see that vehicle on screen finished in Arctic White. If you want all the details on that, make sure to check out the in-depth video I did on the release day. Or you could just stick around here, because strangely, it seems like Chrysler is basically releasing the same vehicle but in black. That would be what they call the Chrysler Airflow Graphite concept, an all-electric vehicle. The name is taken from the full-size Chrysler Airflow, which was produced from 1934 to 1937. This concept is meant to offer a reimagined look at a vehicle that should be out for the 2025 model. It's got a galaxy black exterior with cypress copper accents both inside and out, so that's a stark contrast from the Arctic White. It's very similar to the original January concept, but it does have a slightly modified front end. The first major difference begins with the full LED light bar in the grille. The Chrysler winged logo has been redesigned to look more abstract, so it seems like this will be the new logo for the company going forward as they try to reinvent themselves. The design almost tries to look electric, with the cross-car grille light blade both front and back with crystal LEDs, including an aqua color to signal that the vehicle is charging. With this exterior and color choice, Chrysler said that the graphite was inspired by, quote, a sophisticated urban mindset that feels at home navigating amid big city skylines, end quote. Other exterior features include a huge panoramic glass roof and 22-inch wheels. The Airflow is one of the first real-life examples that we can see of the Stella large platform, and that's important not only for Chrysler but for all of Stellantis, because the same architecture will be the foundation for the future Dodge Challenger and Dodge Charger muscle cars, among other vehicles. Moving inside, the Airflow Graphite is modern and spacious, combining an ice gray theme with the cypress copper accents. Chrysler wanted to create a comfortable space between home and work, so that's what they're trying to do here. It will feature screens and a built-in camera for each seat, enabling things like a group video conference call from the cabin. All the screens throughout the interior can be personalized, streamlined, and organized based on individuals and interests, using a menu-based format. Information on any screen can be shared with anyone else with a swipe, and audio or video can be restricted to one or more passengers if desired. The Airflow also gives us a brief look at the Stella Brain and the Stella Smart Cockpit technology. The Stella Brain is a software architecture that connects the car to onboard microcomputers in the cloud, so that allows software developers to create and build features quickly into the cockpit without needing to wait for a new system to come out and physically be put in the car, like how it's been done for many years. The Stella Smart Cockpit tech then delivers AI-based applications such as navigation, voice assistance, gaming, e-commerce marketplace, and payment services, all of which will constantly get updated over the air. Stella Auto Drive is the final part of this brain system that provides up to Level 3 autonomous driving, a system that is constantly also upgraded over the air. Level 3 uses various driver assistance systems and artificial intelligence to make decisions based on changing driving situations around the vehicle. People inside the vehicle do not need to supervise the technology, so that means they can engage in other activities, but should be ready to take the wheel if needed. These automated driving functions are being co-developed with BMW. As for the performance, the Airflow concept is powered by two 150 kilowatt electric drive motors, one on each axle. Each motor translates to 201 horsepower, so at the moment, that means this concept has 402 horsepower. It also features all-wheel drive capability. Chrysler also has said that the Stella large platform would allow for larger electric drive motors in the future for more performance, but I don't think that hints at a performance Chrysler version, but probably some technology to be used on future Dodge muscle cars instead. They also say the battery should deliver 400 miles on a single charge. So that's pretty much it for the Chrysler Airflow Graphite concept. It's still not clear at all how close this vehicle being shown will be to that first 2025 all-electric Chrysler model, but you have to think it would be similar features and visuals. And CEO Christine Fuel also said a lot of these design cues and integrated technologies that we saw will be included in that new vehicle. She also spoke more about the car, saying, quote, "The latest version of our all-electric concept represents the many possibilities on our brand's road to an all-electric future. This new persona of the Airflow highlights the flexibility of the Chrysler brand's future design direction and our ability to create personalities reflective of our diverse customers." End quote. So before we move on, there's a couple more things with respect to Chrysler. First off, it looks like they will have this new logo going forward. Not sure when exactly they might introduce that. I would expect by late 2022, so that should be coming soon. Fuel also said that Chrysler wants to focus more on the customer experience throughout the product lifecycle, claiming that dealers in the past were not cooperative to help improve the customer experience, so she wants to change that, but few details were revealed as to how. She also said Chrysler would streamline the buying process and start to perform like a startup, moving faster and providing better services throughout the customer's lifecycle. Now we can move on to the 3-liter global medium engine turbocharged inline 6-cylinder, or GMET6 for short, codename Hurricane. This is a new engine coming soon from Stellantis, and we've talked a lot about this in the past several months, gearing up for its release. In my last video about this engine, I said there would be 3 versions: standard output, high output, and plug-in hybrid electric versions. So on screen you can see some of the projected specs that were for each of the engines. The plug-in hybrid electric version had been teased in the past on the Jeep Grand Wagoneer concept back in September 2020, but now sources are saying that this third option for the Hurricane engine has been cancelled. Instead, the Grand Wagoneer will now adopt the new all-battery electric powertrain that is set to be found in the upcoming 2024 Ram 1500s. That also, of course, means that the Hurricane plug-in hybrid version won't be available in any of the next-gen Dodge muscle cars or the 2023 all-new Dodge Hornet. So that's disappointing for the many people that didn't want a pure electric vehicle, but rather that plug-in hybrid that can give you some miles on electric range and the convenience and familiarity of filling up at the gas station when needed for longer drives. Another new reveal in New York was the 2023 Jeep Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer L models. These models add 12 inches of length up to 226.7 inches overall, with 7 extra inches of wheelbase up to 130 inches. The legroom will be the same in all 3 rows as these standard wheelbase models, but the L focuses on cargo space, so there's an extra 15.8 cubic feet of cargo room behind that 3rd row when you're comparing it to the standard models. You can opt for 7 or 8 seats here. These are enormous vehicles that weigh between 6,100 to 6,700 pounds. Jeep says they offer class-leading volume, cargo space, and 2nd row legroom. So I wanted to bring up those L models because they will come standard with the new twin-turbo 3-liter Hurricane engine. The Wagoneer L comes with the standard output version that we talked about, with 420 horsepower and 468 pound-feet of torque, a bump of 28 horsepower and 64 pound-feet of torque over the current 5.7-liter Hemi V8 that has the e-torque mild hybrid system. The Grand Wagoneer L has the high-output version with 510 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque, which outpowers the current 6.4-liter Hemi V8 engine by 39 extra horsepower and 55 pound-feet of torque in the Grand Wagoneer applications. Max towing capacity will still remain at 10,000 pounds, and both engines will be paired with a current 8-speed automatic transmission. So that's the end of this episode of Mopar News. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you in the next video.